All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. IPOB one family. Evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon from wherever you join us. You are all welcome to Biafra Twitter space. My name remains Mazi Chukwuemeka Okafor. Mazi Okafor is from Aniocha province of Biafra land, and I serve the indigenous people of Biafra here in Germany as the Northern Region Coordinator. Chukwukabiama bless each and every one of you. Greetings, lovers of freedom all over the world. I want to thank each and every one of you for taking out the time today to join us. I say, may it be your strength. Greetings to our eternal leader, Dim Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, a man that knows it all, saw it all, a man that sacrificed everything possible to make sure that people like us are here today to spread this awareness so that the generation that is coming will know who we are. Special greetings to our supreme leader, our spiritual leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a man that sacrificed his both parents in this struggle, that have sacrificed everything, even as we are talking right now. A man that was brutally kidnapped in Kenya, and in addition to the contraction called Nigeria, right now he is sitting in DSS dungeon. Even after the appeal court have granted him bail, acquit and discharge him, Fulani terrorists and the animal called Malami with some greedy southeastern region politicians are still holding him hostage at DSS dungeon. But with time, we're going to settle the score with them. There is no retreat, no surrender. They cannot escape. Greetings goes to the head DOS, Mazi Chike Doziem, a man filled with patience and wisdom, a man that was given the leadership of this structure, and he is handling it more able than every other person could do. We always say that those that have responsibility to control this ship called IPOB are all ordained. It is not something that is physical. It is something spiritual. If you're not choosing, you can't lead the indigenous people of Biafra. Greetings goes to the doors, the wise people, DOS. The doors are wise. Somebody should tweet it wherever you. These are gallant men that are handed over, that we are handed this structure to control, and as they're holding the steering, we keep moving, victory upon victory since then till now. Those that kidnap our leader thought that after he's kidnapped that IPOB will fall, but they didn't know we have able men, HDOS, the DOS, and every other person, principal officers. I say greetings to Eastern Security Network, the gallant men that has paying the ultimate price in this struggle. Those men, day, night, morning, afternoon, under the rain, under the sun, they are there sacrificing everything possible to make sure that our people, that our ancestral heritage is safe, that we are not overrun from this Janjaweed, this Fulani Janjaweed from the Sahel. I say greetings to them, and may Okiki continue to be their strength. May Elohim save them, protect them wherever they are. Greetings to each and every one of you that take out your time to join today. Remember, as usual, this is a 1-hour program from us here. And if you have the need, or if you feel you can contribute, or you have wonderful view to share with us, you will get 3 minutes. All you need to do is to indicate as time goes in, we are going to call you in, and you can share your wonderful view with lovers of freedom all over the world. I say our train, this train called IPOB, this mass movement, we are forward ever and backward never. As our leader was constructing this big ship, he forget to build revised gear, meaning we keep marching forward, and anybody that step in front of us, we are going to our person to pieces. For example, this, I don't know what to call him, this charge and bail lawyer, that I don't want to call his name, because if you call their name, they become popular and they will start thinking they are somebody. Our people should learn not to give him attention. He is just frustrated and looking for attention. A man that went to dress like a clown and go to Supreme Court. What he was trying to achieve, nobody knows. And now he remembers that he has something to tell IPOB. We go and start first of all to consult our people. He wants to tell us that what Emeka Dumegwu did with General Effion in those days to consult the indigenous people, that those ones are not consultation. He's trying to teach the children of Most High what they will do. I think he need to wake up. He need to go and look for other people. We are not Fulani Janjaweed. We are children of the light, and the mission we have is ordained from Chukwuka Biama, and nothing can stop us. We keep marching forward ever, backward never. No retreat, no surrender, until the kingdom of God on this Mother Earth called Biafra is restored. We are not going to stop. What are we fighting for? Why are we marching? We are fighting to restore a Biafra where human dignity, where human rights will be respected. We are fighting to restore a nation where the life of a human being worth more than the life of a cow. We are fighting to restore a nation where there will be no shortage of water supply or power supply. We are fighting to restore a nation where security will be a daily, will be something that every citizen, everybody living inside Biafran boundary, we enjoy. You could be able to go out and come without being kidnapped, without somebody trying to kill you for no reason. We are trying to build a nation where the government will know what their duty is, where they will protect the citizens that they've sworn to protect the day they will ever take oath of office, where they will put the interests of their citizens first, the politicians, before their own interests. We are planning to build, we are building a nation where there will be transparency and accountability, where you don't have all these greedy politicians, the so-called intellectual and what do you call them, fake elites, robbing the poor to fill their pockets. Such nonsense will not happen in Biafra land, because we that know what we are fighting for, our leader that knows what he was fighting for, our leader that was ordained, given a mandate, knows what Chukwuka told him to do, and that is what we are going to do when the time comes. And those of you running up and down, shouting obedience, obituary, or those that are calling themselves Bilokan, or those that are living in Dubai shouting this or that, we are waiting for you. And those criminals, the agent provocateur, those that have set countdown, that are counting days to the day Biafra will come without knowing anything, those that claim to fly a plane from the back seat of the plane, when the time comes, everybody will get duly what they deserve. But what we know is that we are setting cheers, because we know very soon with the frustration you guys are going to get, with the disappointment you guys are going to get, we will keep cheer for you people. We will show you the seat. We will tell you what to do. And there is nothing you go to do about it. At the end of the day, all of you will come down and join the queue where we are. And we will tell you exactly what to do. We have to remember our leader in prayer before we finish this section today. This is very, very important because this time around, a lot of things are about to happen. Contraption called Zoo, Nigeria. A lot of you know exactly what is about to happen. And as those things start unfolding, most of them have been prophesied by our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even Obadiah Lafia from the Middle Belt talked about it. But the painful thing is that as these things happen, with all the prophecies that have been that was prophesied already, many people are still turning blind eyes. Many people are still pretending to know what is about to happen. But very soon, they will all be caught up in reality. They will have to face the reality. They will face the bitter truth, and they will understand what is happening. Today, joining us on the program is Mazi. Mazi Ikechukwu, before I continue, let you have the mic to introduce yourself. Hear me?
Good evening, Biafran. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are listening from. My name is Mazi Ikechukwu. I'm speaking from Biafra land. And I would like to appreciate so much our very formidable brother, Mazi Chukwuemeka Anyora. You are an example of a good leader and a trustworthy leader that needs to be looked up to. And my thanks to all our members here, our co-listeners here who have come in to discuss on this very formidable issue we are handling now. I pray that Chukwu continue to bless and strengthen us all. I pray that Chukwu continue to guide and protect the DOS and give them more wisdom to do their work because they are very powerful. I pray that Chukwu on his infinite mercy, grant Mazi Nnamdi Kanu his freedom by all means, and that is sacrosanct. May Chukwu continue to bless us, and thank you, Mazi Chukwuemeka. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Nwachineke. May Okike bless you. We expect Mazi Biafran patriot, Mazi Crusader, to join us very soon. He's here, but I think he's having a little bit difficulty connecting. But when he connects, I'm still going to give him the opportunity to introduce himself. Most of you does not know what is transpiring daily. With the information we have in our hands, we know that there are moves between us, those that are fighting to make sure that every effort, those that are sabotaging every effort the leadership of this struggle is making, everything they are planning, we have those within us who keep fighting to see that we disrupt whatever we are doing. Our people, there's an adage in Igbo that says, Ijiji beenonya, ada amazi ka esi egbu dị ijiji. Mazi Kisiri Ezebilo, aka Kanunta, has become a very, I don't know what to call him. You know, this man has been going up and down, trying to catch whatever IPOB is doing. This is somebody that he's not an IPOB member. Somebody should ask him, has he ever, he lived in diaspora, has he ever contributed, pay his monthly due? That you are claiming to be a brother of our leader does not give you any right to be insubordinate to whatever the leadership is saying. You are just an ordinary person. We IPOB members, we have no regard for you and your action. I just want to take a few minutes to address this issue because the last time I heard from our able media warrior, Mazi Nwachineke, Biafran child Nwachineke, that this Kingsley Ezebire Kanunta went and accused him at the police station here in Germany. And now police invited Nwachineke to come and answer a kind of question. But it's not so bad or this thing. It's just a kind of invitation that he should come because Kanunta went there and said something that is total irrelevant. The brokers make Kanunta go and report this our brother to police station. We are wondering what Kanunta, how he's going to defend it, because this is somebody who is jobless, who has no work that he's doing here. He's living on the state pocket here in Germany. If he's working, somebody should tell Kanunta to wear his working uniform and take a selfie and post it. Because this time around, we are going to harvest him like yam. That is the truth about it. There is no mercy for the wicked. This 2023, those of you that are fighting this structure, this ordained structure that our leader Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left for this leadership under our HDOS, Mazi Chike Doziem, those of you that are fighting, trying to disrupt what we are doing, this restoration project to restore the kingdom of Chukwu Kabiam on this earth, those of you that are fighting it will be put to shame. All of you will face the consequences of your action when the time comes. I've said in one of these broadcasts, most of these gullible brothers or comrades of ours, those that I say that the spirit of this struggle have left, or those that were deceived with the agent by the agent provocateur that does not know what they are doing. The HDOS gave most of you the opportunity, those that felt that they were deceived, that they didn't know, to go back to your zone and apologize and take oath. And we are going to prove your case. If you have no blood in your hand, we will see if we will be forgiven and reintegrated into our own society. But those that fail to do so should know, because what most of them don't know, they think at the beginning they call us miscreants, that Biafra land will be restored, Biafra nation will be restored. Some of them are seeing it like fairy tales. But when it's going to happen, I na agwe asi oge eme ha gbam n'anya mgbe Biafra ga-enwe oge eme ha gbam n'anya. When it happens, somebody like me will be here in Germany, sitting with others in Biafran consulate. Those of you that will come to seek for Biafran passport, we will make the life hell for you. We will make you understand that we are not stupid. Those of you that are trying to sabotage this struggle, those of you that know fully well that our leader is in the dungeon, you are committing all kind of crime and working with the evil politician in the eastern region to make life difficult for our leader where he is. We will cook the soup that fit to your system when the time comes. This is not a threat, but is a promise, and it shall come to in the name of Okike. I want to give Mazi Crusader the opportunity to introduce himself. Mazi Crusader, are you there? Can you hear me, comrade?
Yes, I can hear you, Mazi.
Mazi, right on. The mic is yours.
Yeah, thank you, Nwachineke. Good evening to every one of you. Good evening to my dear IPOB brothers. It's wonderful to be here again. Mazi, from everything that you have spoken about, some days back I, heard about what Kanunta, did, and I've been following everything that this man has been talking about, which has always been on the negative aspects in regards to the incarceration of his brother at the moment, as Mr. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Well, I think he is trying to create he's trying to create to have a place in the how do I put it? Because now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not available to talk to Biafrans. I don't understand what Kanunta is trying to do. because whatever he's doing is trying to sabotage, is in fact sabotaging everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing. Because everything he has been doing, sometimes I wonder if this is this person an Igbo person? Is he really related to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Because everything he's doing is like Fulanized. Everything he's doing is like just like he's doing the bidding of the Fulanis. For crying out loud, this is someone, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been suffering. He has lost his parents. He has lost people that are close to him. And Kanu from nowhere is trying to jeopardize everything. Talking negatively about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Talking negatively about DOS. Talking negatively about IPOB. And also ESN. We have a big battle to fight ahead of us. And we media warriors, we will never stop. We will never stop. Days back, I read about one junkyard lawyer asking about, talking about some things about Biafra. And I was like, is this person okay? Is that how much they love the zoo? Is that how much they want to be Nigerians? Is that how much they would love to be Fulanized and Islamized? We have, whatever he's talking about, we have gone beyond that stage in this struggle. We have gone behind it. Nobody's taking us back there. What we want is a referendum, and we will decide what we want. Nobody can ride on our back. Instead, we are going to ride on their heads. It is not a threat, it's a promise. It is going to happen. Mazi, please take it from here.
Thanks much, Mazi Mechukwu Kabiama. Bless you. I will introduce very soon Mazi Evans, our comrade. But before I introduce him, just want to touch on two things. Most people does not know exactly what is happening in our place. Our biggest problem is now clear. It's getting more clear that our biggest problem are the greedy politicians, those that felt that their position is threatened by our leader, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Those that want to be the ones, they want anything they talk about in that eastern region, they will come out, they will say it's them. Like the one that is called Ozi Bondu. I don't know what you call him, Atoeze or Atoeze, you know. So I don't just understand our people. You know, I don't understand our people. I think the issue most of them have to know, we've said it the other day, is that we know what we are waiting for. I always repeat in this program, we know exactly, not that we don't know what to do, we know what we are waiting. Our leader, when somebody asks him in one of his broadcasts, why are we not doing this? Why are we not doing this? He's made it clear. We have a blueprint. Before, our people are very difficult people to handle. If you move into actions without good awareness, without having a right path you go, is going to end in disaster. And that is exactly why he makes sure that the structure that he brought up, that the structure is so strong that no human being can destroy that structure in 1,000 years. And that is the problem the British government is facing, the American government is facing, the zoo government is facing, the union is facing. All these corrupt institutions that have been pumping millions, billions to make sure that they suppress the voice of Biafrans. Most people does not know the victories we've been scoring in the last days. Are you hearing of BBC again? They've left us alone. But have their plan. This is one thing everybody have to know. Is Tony Blair talking again? They have their plan. But because they see that we are formidable, they have to hide their face first and go and regroup. As they are regrouping, we can never tire. You touch one of us, is like you are touching more than 20 million people. And that is a fact. In this digital, that make it a task. He may call it a duty that every Biafran should come out and join the digital world. so that the stories, we shall be able to tell the story in our own narrative of the story, the part of the way we know it. We shall be able to say this, the story real, the way it is. Time has passed when other people will tell our story for us. This time around, we must tell our stories the way it is. Just like as putting the notice. After we've suffered different massacre, from Obaro massacre to Osu massacre, from Osu massacre to Olu massacre, from Olu massacre to a Hamufu massacre, from a Hamufu massacre to Ebony massacre, from Ebony massacre to Uguta massacre. All those massacre that is happening in our places, in Eastern region, we keep putting the word on notice. It does not mean we are cowards. It does not mean we don't know what to do. Our Eastern Security Network, our men, our reservists, we have more than 200,000 of it. More than 200,000 men, reservists that are waiting. For those of you that have a little bit experience of mathematics, if you don't know what it is, let me tell you the how do you call it, the checkmate, the game plan. Any day we decide for these animals that are neo-colonialism work for all this Fulani Janjaweed and British government, any day we decide for them, every government house we have at least 50,000 men standing in front of them. Let me see how many people they can kill. Ofonye sierola or richa man ofonye sierola or richa see everything he were ukuzolicha me ferema mite. But or asiero ofonye onwe jazu eje. Oman tachako even oman eje tacho ofu oko man nkwu ofu ewu. Okwu inu. Mana onye nwere uche onuru. And one day we're going to do a program with just our language. Anybody that doesn't like it, fucking get out of here. Don't give a damn about it. When the time is coming, we will go down to traditional, our language. Only for Umuchineke, children of light. When the time comes. So we know exactly what we are doing. We are not stupid. I always say we have a blueprint we are following. And on that blueprint, it is written both discipline. Discipline is the key. Discipline, C and C. Discipline, C and C. Always follow the rule, the direction of your superior. That is the way it is. Our command structure in IPOB is listening to your superior. When you get order, make sure that that order you fulfill it with proud. Because it's something you are doing for a nation. Even though people might try to confuse you that the nation is not there, the nation is there. They are talking about us. Our leader said it. Once they start talking about us, that the nation is there already. It is just a matter of time before the reality manifests in front of them. And it's closer as anybody can imagine. Before I continue, let me give the mic to Mazi Evans. Mwachineke, you can hear me?
Yes, Mazi. Good evening from here, Mazi.
Mazi, the mic is yours. You can continue.
Yeah, good evening, listeners. On our weekend program, where we educate ourselves and we say the way it is. We use our own mouth to say exactly how painful and how sweet it is on our body, on the bodies of our enemies. We continue to appreciate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the only man that will continue to stand, the only man who said no to corruption, the only man who said no to manipulation of Biafran people, the only man who believes in justice, and that justice, spiritually and physically, is keeping him alive till today. We say, may Okike be praised. Now, Mazi, we have said it all. You see, you made mention of Kanu Takano. Before Kanu Takano, we on the 1st of this month, we listened to the New Year message from our Lord. and that of Mazi Chike Doziem, our HDOS, how he gave the way forward, how speedy we need to be this year, on how people who went astray in the name of we are confused, I am confused, how he opened the door for them to come back to their families and renew their oath, and the formats in which their oath must, it's not should, must be followed. This IPOB is not a child's play. Nigerian government can testify to that. This IPOB is not a child's play. The Eastern governors and their political elites in the Eastern and Southern region can testify to that, because we have taken power from them and will continue to make them irrelevant. In fact, they are irrelevant. They cannot give an order and a stance. But if IPOB open their mouth today with a single press release, the whole region will be obeyed. So, Mazi, you made mention of Kanu. Because ndị Igbo si na a na-eme anụ gbaja egbe, anụ gbaja ọsa gbanyere ya ajọ egbe. Kanu has been disobeying the structure of IPOB. He has been envious of Mazi Chike Doziem. He has been a rebel. When I mean a rebel, he has been a family rebel. He has been a Cain in the household of IPOB. After deceiving some comrades in IPOB, telling them that Mazi was praying at the mountain, after following those that are against the struggle to continue their behind bad utterances and disobedience and trying to fool the structure of this struggle. After disobeying the code of conduct, after backbiting the struggle, Kanu deemed it fit to take one of our media warriors to the highest authority of the police in this country. Mazi, Kanu should remember one thing, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made IPOB to know the meaning and the reasons why Honorable One should not run away. Honorable One Nana Aboso. We continue on that, shoulder to shoulder, head to head, leg to leg. We stand with Mwachineke, Mazi Okenna Okechukwu. Everything he needs, I believe by now, to go on that tent, because I heard that he will report on the tent, as he has been invited, report on the tent to do the needful. Every materials he needs, he will be prepared. As I believe by now, he has been prepared. He has been prepared, because Kanu will expose himself to the highest level. He's going to excrete in a very big stadium. At a very big stadium, you see somebody who remove his cloth at the middle of the stadium where they always pass the ball. He goes out to excrete. The whole spectators are watching your ass. So in this struggle, he has been working under the table. Now, by suing one of the media warriors for IPOB, taking him to the police, he has made himself known. He's an enemy to all right now, because we can never. He shot by suing Okenna Okechukwu, Mazi Biafran child. He has sued the whole IPOB members, IPOB media warriors, everything about IPOB, both HDOS, everybody. He sued all of us. There will be no mercy this time around, because he's not. After all, he's not a member of Nnamdi Kanu's family. He's not. So if we are going to deal with him as an outsider, and he should get prepared. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release continue to remain our priority. The IPOB strategies on how they are going to deal with the zoo still remains under our own care. We can never expose it for the enemies to know, because if they know, they will prepare ahead of time, because we are going to shock them. Mazi, thank you, and I stand by.
Mazi, thanks very much. And may Chukwu Kabiama bless you for your wisdom. You see, we will stop calling this man Kanu because his name is Kingsley Ezebiro. He is the son of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Chief Igwe, Chief Israel Kanu, junior sister. That is the junior sister. She is the child of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu father. So his own father name is Ezebiro. He's not Kanu. We expose him. This thing, he went and reported Biafran child in Wachineke, that Biafran child is going on Tuesday. He will be surprised what the outcome of that mistake is. Cannot have just shot himself on the leg. That is what this is somebody that cannot even, he spent years here in Germany. He can't speak Dutch. And he's going to Europe talking. He doesn't know the law of this country. I live here in Germany, like most of us here. He doesn't know the law of this country. He's not working. He's not paying tax. He went to report somebody. This is not the zoo. We are only today go for police or media. This is Germany where law work, where judiciary function. And that is why we date with Ekweremadu and nothing happens. If Kanunta does not know, we will use this one to teach him. Kanunta, Germany is Finland. This is Germany. So, and we here in Germans, we don't tolerate nonsense. According to the law, we shall deal with him. And time around, it will be, he will go, after this time, this move he make, he will never dare to pull an IPOB issue. He will not start playing that role of outsider that he is. That is just the way it is. And with it, we will bury him so that we stop giving him attention and concentrate on what we came to do here today, Mazi. You see, one thing I want to remind everybody, those that attacked our structure, we shouldn't forget. Those that want to destroy IPOB, after our leader was brutally kidnapped and renditioned. Apart from Kanunta, that Kanuntas lied to the leadership. 8 good days. Can you imagine if within that 8 days, that Kanunta told the leadership that small Kenya, we are dealing with big countries and are running away. That small Kenya is holding our. Many people I know in this Germany that will buy ticket to go to Kenya. Kenya embassy in Berlin, we will hold them hostage. That is just it. Kenya all over the world. Our people will storm it. So this action from this animal called Kingsley Ezebiro, we are going to, we will treat him the way we can, but the main thing, the main punishment he gets, when the man he sabotaged, when the man he betrayed, when he was claiming that it is his own brother, our supreme leader, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, come out. He is the one that will prepare that chair. So with that, we are going to leave the case. We continue to be strong, whiter than white and whiter than snow. Our objective still remains total freedom and total restoration of Biafra. A nation where human dignity is respected. I used to tell people, I don't know how many of us have watched this, I think, what does it call? It's a film from Harrison Ford, whether it's called Indiana Jones in the Temple of, I don't know what they call it. Somebody told me, a white man told me once, it should be around 1997. A white man told me here in Germany, he said that it was based with our problem in Africa. They didn't, you see, when they say Biafra, the land of rising sun, I used to tell Africans, we are not called land of rising sun for nothing. As long as that kingdom called Biafra, because a lot of you does not know who you are. You see, before the invasion of Alochukwu Temple before the invasion of Biafra land. Biafran Kingdom, if you are not a person, you cannot enter Biafran Kingdom. That is just a... That Biafran territory, to be able to enter there, you must be a holy person. That's why they tell you those days that there is no... It is the only community. When missionary white people came, they were shocked because they find out that is the only community that does not have prison. The only community that have never cared to secure themselves internally. All their security were based on the borders, on the boundaries of their communities. That is the only place you see security. But within our communities, there were nothing like security. Because why? Our culture was structured. We had civilization. People that came to invade us had to emulate at the end of the day. It wasn't possible for white people to colonize Africa until the fall of Biafran nation. That is a fact. Take it to wherever you want to go. But most of our people does not know this fact. We must continue. We must continue. Thank you, Kabiam of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that came and bring this awareness. Because we know that in contraption called Zoo Nigeria, they don't teach history. And for the fact that they don't teach history, the generation that we are having, Yoruba people call them Gen Z generation. Only used to call them the generation. The generation of everything goes. Unless Onye Mansana. Nobody respect the culture anymore. Even here where we live in Europe, no matter their civilization, they still have their... And the laws that they have here are anchored on that their culture. That's why you will see they celebrate Halloween. Do their every other thing they do. A society that does not respect that does not uphold their own culture the way it was supposed to be is a lost society. If you go to India, they have their own. You go to Arab countries, they have their own. You go to Asia, they have their own. You come to Europe, they have their own. The only society living with a borrowed culture is the Africans. That's why anywhere you go around the world, we are the people sitting at the back chair. If you look the communities where most Africans are living, it always looks like that in Trump called them shitholes. An average African man, when he has money, of how to develop, how to help his society, he will just run, check them. He will run and go and buy Ferrari or Lamborghini, even if it's his last card. And then the next, he will be thinking where to throw the biggest party. That is the mentality, how they read the mentality of an average black man. And once they know that you are part of this IPOB, those that have seen the light, those that have gotten to this awareness, they see you like a weapon. They consider you as a man that one cannot actually pin. That they will consider you as a human, a black person that one should never underrate. That is a fact. Those of you that live in there, just learn next time a white man asks you, where do you come from? Don't tell that person you're from Nigeria, that you are from Nigeria. Tell that person you are a Biafran. If he pretends to know where Biafra is, explain to him, and as you're explaining, tell him that Nigerians are criminal. Look, stand tall, look into his eyes, tell him, please don't call me a Nigerian. Tell him Nigerians are criminal. Because them, they are white, them as white people that create that contraption called Zoo Nigeria knows what they did there. Tell that person who you are. You're a Biafran. And automatically you will get the feeling that your ancestors are standing behind you and nothing will happen to you. As we continue with the diplomatic push to restore the kingdom of God on earth, it is our solemn duty, it is the duty of every Biafran to make sure that you are engaged one way or the other on this on social media. You all have to learn to go to Radio Biafra Hausa service. Go and listen to the Mazi Jonathan, his lectures. Mazi Alozie, his lectures, to understand who you are, because a man does not know who you are, who he is, has lost everything before it starts. Most of you have the time to listen to all this rubbish that is filled in social media. And people do this biggest mistake, that when they go to YouTube, they start listening to many stupid jams. They will now take wrong impulse and feed their brain. Some propaganda from the zoo government and feed their brain. Our leader said it from beginning. He always, that's why anybody that does not know who he is has a big problem. Or those of you that does not understand the fight we've taken on and those we are fighting, you have it. And you don't have to mix yourself in our mix and start talking about Biafran struggle and things like this. If you want to understand Biafran struggle, first start with download IPOB community radio. When you download it, make sure that every day you go to IPOB Rapture Media or IPOB or Radio Biafra. The most important, the most where you get the best intellectual awareness. Go to Radio Biafra. Listen to Mazi Jonathan. If you finish listening to Mazi Jonathan and your front robe, the way our Lord Uchechi explained it, if your brain did not open, the blockade that white people put in your head, if that cap did not fall, then my brother, you need a psychologist. That is just the fact. If you want to, not this nonsense, they will tell you, hey, I'm this in born again. No, if you want to be born again, to understand exactly who you are, when you call yourself an Igbo person, a Biafran person, a member of IPOB, make sure always go to Radio Biafra. At least 3 times every week. Somebody like me, I'm there every day. I take out the time. It's now the book, my book now is Radio Biafra. At least I must consume it 1 hour every day. I must take out the time. Because they say a man with wisdom is like a weapon. An educated mind is like a weapon. Nobody will fool you. Nobody will try to play with you because you know who you are. When somebody just come near you and start talking rubbish, you already know how to handle that person. You see how your life will become. So it's very, very important. Don't waste your time listening to rubbish. Last year we did it, most of the people. Those that were deceived by the agent provocateur, those that fall to the trap of Dave Umahi, Hope Uzodimba, Nelson Wike, and all this, I will call them imbecile, sitting in most of the government houses in eastern region of that contraption called Zoo, Nigeria. But this is 2023, and we are at move. We must continue. Our movement has no revised gear, and we are getting to our destination. And nothing will stop us. Nothing the enemy do to stop us or to, in fact, distract us. Our leader said, if you remember, somebody asked him in his past, somebody was complaining. He told that person, if you always stop to listen to or to throw stone to every dog that is barking at you when you have a mission, you will never get to your destination. And that is the case of this, I don't want to call his name, this charge and bail lawyer, the frustrated man that came online on the other day on Twitter and start trying to tell Umu Chineke what to do. So learn such people to ignore them. Or just like Eluchukwu Haji told us posted. When any of them post such nonsense, we should start sending pictures of maybe Ojukwu. We send Ojukwu picture. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu picture. We send Philip Effion, Achuzie, Nwobosi. The great Igbo personalities. I'm not talking of intellectual and all these saboteurs. that are waiting for the crumble that will fall from the plate of the Fulani Janjaweed. I'm not talking of all those people. I'm talking of men with integrity. Somebody like Dr. Sam Mbakwe. So when next time somebody came with such distraction, we should not give that person attention. Instead, we should confront that person intellectually, make fool of him. We bomber his page with pictures of our greats. Without even, don't write anything. There where he write that in, we just go there and bomb him with pictures of our great people.
No.
That is what we should do. Please, here we function with discipline. Azike Chukwu, I see you have something to say. I will hand over the mic to you. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Mazi.
Okay, Mazi, the mic is yours, please.
Thank you, Mazi. You know the idiot you're talking about. When I was busy, bombarding him, but when I found out that he was just, trying to cap rubbish, trying to, find attention, unnecessary attention, was when he said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not an intellectual. I have the screenshot in my gallery. That was when I started telling our fellow Muchineke to conduct a massive media blackout against him. Just conduct a massive media blackout. Ignore him, total ignorance, so that he will be fooled to the fullest. All these things, all these intellectuals are doing are just for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have always said this, that people will come out to distract us. They will come out, but all of it will be in vain. He came out and started narrating on how irrelevant IPOB's protocol and strategy for looking for as in looking for Biafra is as in talking rubbish. Everything talking rubbish. He told you that Biafra, the name Biafra was coined in the year 1967. Have you seen how sane this man? All this hard drug they take. When you read someone's write-up, you will understand that this person is insane. This person doesn't use his or her brain. You understand? And in the issue of Kanu Takano, Asina Abatros Agwo Mile. You understand? Some time ago, I started thinking that this guy, what is he trying to do? Is he looking for relevance in where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has given power and authority to whom he thinks deems it fit to handle? Why is he looking for relevance or power or anything? Now he's fighting the structure. I don't even understand, but I know and understand that he can never do anything to trample down this movement. Never. He might be close to our leader, but he is too small for us. He is too small. Half. He is too small for us. I always urge our people to continue to be strong. Remain fearless. Remain fearless always. I had some banter with one, will I call her, I don't know what to call her, and I don't want to call out her name here. I had some arguments with her here on Twitter, and she was trying to mention the name of the criminal infiltrator in Finland. She was trying to give him the fake accolade that his fellow criminals have been giving him. And I bantered her immediately. She was then like that I am threatening her, raising more lies against me. for you to understand that these people knows what they are doing. They knows exactly what they are doing.
Mazi, you see one thing, I think I followed up your conversation with this lady. We also have to know when these people are trying to use you to get attention. Because let me tell you one thing, our leader said it. If it's not, it's not Biafra, nobody want to listen to it. All of them, all these fools, all these animals, walking up and down in that contraption called zoo, they understood for them to get attention, you need to say something about Biafra. You know, so that's why we just have to learn whenever they come up with something like that. We have to check who do we a kind of counter and who we don't counter. Some of them, just like one idiot that just go there and write, and they say he's an artist and write fuck Ndibo. Some of them is just, they are just looking for attention. So when they do something like that, what we just need to do, like that one that went and wrote that thing, just report his page. Report his page. Then Twitter, we handle them. We have to know who we are giving, because this attention you are looking at, they know. You see, even they regulate our numbers in most social media platforms. This is just a fact that our leader have proven to us. And to prove it, if you want to know if it's true, the issue of BBC and the issue of Tony B, anybody that understands how social media work, to prove it to you, these people know what they're doing. Our encounter with BBC, after we've rubbished BBC, they have serious image problem. Not just in Africa, all over the world. You will hear even in US Congress, if this thing came out there to say BBC, they will make mockery of him. Which BBC?
The United
Everybody
States
know them now. Everybody know them now as a news channel that is only taking running up and down with propaganda and broadcasting fake news.
Relatives
So
in the United States always complain how even the Americans, talk about the lies of the BBC.
That is it. All these things are credited to IPOB Media Works. Mazi, please let me give the mic to Mazi Chidebe, I think. Mazi Kachi. Mazi, can you hear me? Are you there?
I'm here, Mazi.
Okay, Mazi Kachi, the mic is yours. Mazi Kechuku, let's move.
Mazi, am I coming out clear?
Okay, no problem.
Mazi, come in.
Mazi, loud and clear. Continue.
Mazi Anya Roka, you're doing a great job for Motherland. I would say a very big and wonderful greeting to my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is in the enemy's dungeon, but make no mistake about it, he must be freed. He's an innocent man, he's a saint, he committed no crime. And also my greeting will go to the doors. The doors are wise. They lead, we follow. Understand? Mazi, this evening, I heard all the analysis, all you've been discussing, all the discussions, particularly about Kingsley Ezebiro, alias Ken Kanu. Ken that sued Abel, his brother. But he know that IPOB is one family, one indivisible family. Going to sue or to report Biafra child in Germany police, it's like shooting yourself on the foot. And he doesn't know that injury for one is injury for all. As we call ourselves one family. You understand? I would have loved to say Happy New Year to everyone in this platform, but to be honest with you, like you rightly said, we will be going back to our root, our origin. This is not our New Year. Only and it's being done either second or third week of February in our Igbo cosmology. Our own end of the year in Abakare again February, either third week or second week. I might not be specific, but I know it's within that February. We call it Ego Aro. That's how we do it That's how our forefathers, our ancestors have been doing it before. And then the Europe, a Butrani religion that we left who we are and begin to follow what we are not and what we don't know nothing about. And that's why today we find ourselves in all everywhere in the world scavenging. But thank God today, Mazi Nnamdi has used this forum to bring us all back together as one. You know? Without wasting much of your time, like this charge and bail lawyer that is tweeting, you know, we are battling him. He has no way to, he can't succeed. IPOB media warriors, he knows. He
Maz, it's like your voice is not coming out again. I will give
should
the
be
mic.
wearing jihad.
Okay, continue.
Okay, that people should be wearing jihad in school, women. He was wearing native doctor law that he should also be included into the law that if you're a native doctor and all of that, you can dress anyhow you like to school and in church, anything. I was waiting for him to finalize or pursue that case to a logical conclusion, but he ended up abandoning the case. Now he realized that there is something called Biafra that he will fight for or he will speak against. You know, like the tweet he made telling us that there will be a referendum inside referendum in Biafra, that we are forcing other regions to join us. I asked a simple question there that I know my father told me that there was bite of Biafra, there was bite of Benin, and there was also Benin Kingdom before even the amalgamation. So I was asking him which of these three kingdoms that he belongs to. Why not go and fight for the kingdom you belong to, recover yourself? You're not leaving your own kingdom to trespass into other people's kingdom to begin to make unguarded entrances. But it's a failure now. It's a misguided. These are, you know, in Nigeria, our education system, the zoo education system has made it possible that everything that comes out from there will always be a product of dysfunctional system. So when you see them ranting on social media, writing, looking for relevance, we give it back to them the way they deserve it. Mazi, you're doing a great job. I won't take much of our time, but I will always tell us, please, let's be time conscious. You know, we only have 1 hour for this program so that others will have opportunity. Other speakers can speak out. You know, we'll have a lot to say, but we can't exhaust them in one platform. Thank you, Mazi, and Yagaziru Muchinekendewun.
Thanks very much, Maz. May Chukwuka Abiyama bless you and may he give you more wisdom. May him be your strength. We are always here every Sunday, 7 p.m. Biafran time, Umu Chineke. Those that we've given the opportunity to speak, we will always condole them. Like Mazi Oja Dere. Mazi Oja, can you hear me? Mazi Oja Victor, can you hear me, Mazi?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Yes, comrade, please 3 minutes and share your wonderful view with lovers of freedom all over the world. Only you are joining us for the first time, Mazi, if I'm not mistaken. And we have rules here. Those joining for the first time should at least give us short introduction. If you're joining us from the contraption called Zoo Nigeria, we don't need your location. Your is enough. But if not, your location is also welcome. The mic is yours.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everyone, depending on your location. Meanwhile, it's not my first time in joining. I've been here for, let me say, 4 times now. So what I'm about to say, just thank you to all of you, especially you, Mazi, Chukwuemeka. So because of your time, sir, I'd like to thank everyone on what you are doing for us, especially to our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who have sacrificed so much for us, who have done so much for us. Even though he's still in DSS custody, he's still even battling for us, praying for us every day. I say, may Chukwu Abiyama continue to bless him and empower him and give him more blessing and good health to overcome this condition. And I think every one of us here who are trying so much to make sure that Biafra is restored, to make sure that we restore this our great nation that British fears the most. And what I assure everybody that Biafra must be restored, and it's a must. Chukwu Abiyama has signed it and they have said it, that He will gather the children of saints from the whole world, wherever they are. They will come back to their fatherland, which he promised them. And this is the time. All the Biafrans will come back home and enjoy the good land that Chukwukabiam has promised us. And also what I'm about to say is about this lawyer that just started yesterday to rant and talk rubbish about Biafra, to lecture us and about our history. I think the social media warriors who are doing so much. The man is now on fire. The man is feeling the hotness now. He now knows that it's not easy to attack the children of God. It's not easy to attack the children of Chukwukabiam. It's not easy to come out from nowhere and start telling us history. The man is already intellectual. Our leader said that, because I think before I'm thinking that the man has knowledge, the man has intelligence, but I now understand that the man, his brain didn't reach anywhere. His brain didn't reach anywhere. His brain reached somewhere. He could have had, tell the Nigerian government that Biafran needs to go. But now he just started talking rubbish, started because of he collected small money from nowhere. So I thank all of us here. Let's be guided and not be distracted. Let's focus on what Chukwukabiama call us to do. Don't allow anybody to distract you. Don't allow anybody to butt you over. But if anybody butt you over, you cannot stop our leadership. May God bless every one of us here, and let our long believe, let our life be long, so that we can live and see this Biafran restoration and enjoy the good wealth that is on it. Thank you, Mazi.
Mazi, thanks very much, and may Okike be your strength. May Chukwukabiama continue to bless you. As we're coming closer to the end of the program today, I wanted actually to give the mic, but I think the person is no more here. So I will move on to the gospel, to the prayer of our ancestors, class of 1967. Those
Actually,
men
Maz,
that fought, who is somebody talking on the background? Mazi,
yes, Maz. Actually, don't be angry. I have some suggestions to make, Maz. If you can, lend
I,
me
will,
your time.
I will give you time soon. I wanted to give the mic to Mazi Chibueze very soon, but I
Oh,
wanted to say something because it's very, very important. You know, like as we have it here, most people will be wondering on an or something like that, or do we kind of our ancestors or pay respect to them? We know that the year that just passed, that we lost many wonderful people. We lost a lot of our comrades. We lost many people that meant a lot to this struggle. So, and our ancestors, class of 1967, those men that snatched gun from the zoo soldiers, those men that died smiling, knowing fully well that they're dying for a cause that worth it. We will always remember their cry. We always remember their prayer. We always remember their song. Those men, their last word and their motto was always, land the rising sun we love and cherish, beloved homeland of our brave heroes. We must defend our lives or we shall perish. We shall protect our heart from all our foes. But if the price is death for all we hold dear, Chukwukabiama, then let us die without a shred of fear. Oh God, protect us from the hidden pitfall. Guide all our movement lest we go astray. Give us the strength to heed the humanist call, to give and not to count the cost each day. Bless those who serve with resoluteness to make this climb a land of the righteousness. You see, most people does not understand what it takes these men those days to withstand the power that were meant to be, to withstand those days. The what is the same, those the class, those people that were ruling the world those days are still the people that are in power today. Those that are do the Fulani Janjaweed are doing their best. You can imagine those days when the technologies were not even like today, that our ancestors withstood these people 3 good years. Now that our people, those days, you can count how many Biafrans that are outside Biafran land. But imagine today how many of us that are scattered all over the world. How many of us that has this, how do I call it, that have updated themselves? Look at how many of us that are in digital world. Can you imagine what kind of knowledge we have? The enemies we are fighting, those that are doing the betting of all this neo-colonialism, they are not our match. These Fulani Janjaweed, they are not our match. So we know those that we are fighting. And that's why this fight we are fighting, we are coming to the end of it. All of them are doing their last fight. We are the end stage of the struggle. Just the fact is the truth. We're waiting for them that are shouting obituary, those that are shouting this, those that are preparing for this charade selection called election. We are waiting for them. In our different zones, we've prepared cheer for them. Because after this system, after Nigeria happened to them, most of them are killed, most of them are screwed and fucked. They will start looking for us. And this question we keep asking, what are you going to do when it happens? We will still ask them, now that they've treated you this way, go and do that thing you want to do. Because that thing you are saying you're going to do is not going to happen. This. We will burn that. We will for you people to burn the country, because while you are burning it, and we are going with our flag back home. And that is how it should be. Before I continue, I want to hand the mic to Mazi Chibwez. Mazi, Mazi Ikechukwu will get the mic, and after that we will close the session, because we decided that this program, this space, should not be long, because not are present now that will get this event. There are people that will listen to it later. Due to our investigation, we understand when the section is short, people will be ready to sacrifice that time to listen to everything, to understand the awareness that we've tried to create. But when it's like 2-3 hours, not everybody like to go through it. So, Mazi Chibeze, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, Onishi. I can hear you loud and clear.
The mic is yours. You have 3 minutes, please.
It's all right. I thank each and every one of us that are on this platform tonight. This is my first time of joining this program. I'm Chibeze Eliahu. I'm calling from this contraption called Zoo. Calling it a zoo is glorifying it. But let's leave that for another day. What I've been here listening to this program, and I heard about the young man that said he's a lawyer that was trying to teach us history. He doesn't know anything. He should go back to and Google Presbyterian Church of Biafra and know when these people started mentioning Biafra before the year 1900. They have started mentioning Biafra. He doesn't know history. You think you see them with wig and whatever they call it, and you think that they are learned. They are not learned. Radio Biafra has taught us a lot. They said that intellectuals they do not listen to radio to learn. They read books. I laugh at them. Anyway, let's just we have taught him a lesson. The next thing is for us to ignore him or report him. Report his page. Attack each and every one of us. This struggle is meant for each and every one of us that is on this set now. Let us keep the ball rolling. We have not got where we are, where we desire to be. But definitely, if we are dogged in whatever we are doing, if we are steadfast, if we are truthful and honest, definitely we'll be there. Biafra is coming. No Jupiter can stop it. It has been ordained in heaven. It will come to this earth. We will see it. I really thank whoever that arranged this platform. We are going to bring our people. They are going to be listening to us. I thank God it's every first Sunday of the month. You say every Sunday of the month. We keep on publicizing so that our people can join us and listen more. Thank you so much. Thank you and thank you. God bless each and every one of us. Ndewonu.
Ndewo Mazi, may Chukwu Kabiama bless you for your wonderful wisdom. May Elohim be your strength and protector. You are always welcome to join us here at Biafran Twitter space every Sunday, 7 p.m. Biafran time, where we share awareness. I want to remind each and every one of us, we're not here kindred meeting. Here Abokwa meeting Omonna. We came here to strategize and execute. We came here to wake the mind and conscience of our people. We came here to remind our people what the time is. We assemble here to make sure that our people are not distracted. Meaning whatever message you get here, make sure that it went viral. It goes 1,000 miles, million miles away. That everyone in your community, in your surrounding, understand what time it is. So because the trumpet has been blown by our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and there is no retreat, no surrender. Mazi Ikechukwu, you can have the mic. Are you there, Mazi?
Mazi, thank you.
Yeah, Mazi, please help us with the time long because Mazi Omambara just asked to have the mic shortly. Normally, I didn't want this program. We always give grace depending on the listeners, but today we cannot go too far. So just make it short. Let me give Mazi Omambara 2 minutes and then we just call it a day. The mic is yours, please.
Okay, Mazi. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you. You know, what I wanted to say in essence was that the criminal in Finland that some of his agents has been growing up lately. Our people, maybe our people are not seeing what I'm seeing. This criminal will kill our people this coming election. This coming general election, this criminal will kill our people again. And I have not seen some of our comrades, saying what I am about to say now. I suggest that we push a media campaign against the Finnish government to bring out that criminal. This criminal has been harbored by the Finnish government. All of them, they are working together. Both the French government, the US government, all of them, both the UK government, they are working together. All of them are very much afraid of Biafra. In short, I think and I believe that Biafra is the most feared country in Africa. Biafra is the most feared nation, regardless of being the fact that we have not gotten our sovereignty yet. We lost our sovereignty and we are still looking for it, but they fear us a lot. They fear what we can do. I suggest that we media warriors, we push a media campaign against the Finnish government to bring out this criminal. Because this coming election, I am seeing it. Our people are going to die again. And my heart is always bleeding for the killings, the murder, the massive killings of our people. He killed a pregnant woman and many others, and the Finnish government have not said anything yet. They have kept on to harbor the criminal in their home. They have kept on to harbor a criminal in their home. I suggest this, please, and I hope that others see reasons with me. I hope others see reasons with me. This criminal needs to be fished out in sooner time.
Thanks very much.
You understand?
Mazi, Emeng understand in day wo for your suggestion. You see one thing, Mazi, leader is brokers, also I can't say hi abahon, and we see it transpire every day, in many occasions, in many situations. You see, if the most important thing we did at the ending of the year, and this is one thing I want to make clear for people to understand, the final coffin for that agent provocateur that stays in Finland was the stock we pulled ending of last year with our people. So most of our people, I can tell you, for example, here where I live in Germany, I visit places, I visit many places, our people gather. Before that stunt, most of our people thinking otherwise. But after that, he stunt, most of our people knows already who he is. It is left for, because now our fight all this while was to make sure that more especially that people understand that this person is not part of what, that this person is not doing our betting, that this person is working on contract with other people.
The total opposite.
And with the event that happened last year, just wait, let me tell you, with the event that happened last year, we've made it clear to the world, international communities, to most people that come from that contraption called Zoo Nigeria, to understand that IPOB, the mass freedom movement, has nothing to do with that agent, because you could even hear other people taking the fight with him. So I think this year, him, why I said so is he's isolated. We know of the plan we have for him, and he's going to fall on, he's falling on it already, and that is just his end. Most people that you see now that are following him are just ghosts. Fake profile that were created. If you check, most of them are not more than 6 months. These are profiles that were created by agent provocateur, those that are working with the contraption called Nigerian government. We did our own investigation. We knew all these things. So, and let me tell our people, anybody that after these trumpets and after all these signs and wonders that have happened, after anybody that still fall fool to it and died ignorantly, out of ignorance and gullible. So, and for such person, we shouldn't shed no tears, because he died out of foolishness. Anybody that after all these things, this person came out and tried to lock a whole Igbo during festive times at home, knowing fully well that we were surrounded by enemies that are waiting for such opportunity. Anybody that is still singing or doing the betting of that person, even though I believe is most people you see online, go and check their profile. They are fake. They are fake profile. Go and tell them to put their real picture. We see they are fake.
There some of them are
so
here.
That is it. So that's why even when they try to seek your attention, stop giving them attention, because it's action. We know where we are going. We know where our mission. We know what our mission, where we are going. Ignore them. Just continue with your message. Keep calling out the international community that the court, the appeal court that discharge and acquit our leader, and still this animal called Malam and the fake man that in the Aso Rock is sitting upon judiciary. We've now made it clear to the world, there is no judiciary in that jungle. Somebody say we should stop calling the zoo that is in jungle. In zoo, the animals are kept in cage so that one animal will not jump on the other. So it's jungle. It's not even zoo. It's jungle where animals just jump on anyone they like and eat the person. That is what we are seeing. So those people that we are telling us all this why, that is why we say when we start, that people should not blame us. Those that are telling us follow the judiciary process, prove yourself. We are still doing it, but we are still in the okay. The stay granted that we are supposed to be contested. They were supposed to bring the reason why the government should come now and bring the reason why they were asking for of the decision. They should come and bring the reason running away from court. So all these things we know. So what I'm telling you, these people should stop getting our attention, so that we will use the energy and the brain we have to make the blueprint we have already to perfect our strategy, so that it's going to be spotless.
Confirm.
Because all these things, both this man that is running the last week shouting water bill, sending everybody message water bill. Nigerian, the zoo government called him now, gave him money, tell him instead of shouting water bill, why don't you go and attack these people that are giving us help and he come out to distract us, we won't fall for it. So Mazi, just leave these people. Let me give the mic to Mazi Omambara because now we've really crossed our time. We
Thank
are
you.
25 minutes more than the given time. Mazi Omambara, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you
Okay.
loud and clear.
Yes, Mazi, please take only 2 minutes so that we can call it a day. And I want to advise every other person that are requesting to get the mic. If you have interest in what we are doing, be punctual next week, Sunday, 7 p.m. We will always give you time to. Mazi, the mic is yours, please.
Okay, thank you, Mazi. My name is Mazi Omambala. Mazi Omambala is from Omambala. Omambala is in Biafra land, but I'm now in UAE. I want to thank you people for this wonderful program. This is my first time of joining this space, and I really enjoyed it. So I want to say that you guys are doing a very big work, a very wonderful work. I loved what you said about being consistent and not dividing our attention, because if we name na Twitter, especially that lawyer, what you said is the right thing. India, any do na egafanti, money telephone, I concentrate here. Another thing in Chok can bring it to the mind of people about this issue of United Nations human rights order final on the jungle government. You know, I saw on the line a letter from Barrister Fair, you know, reminding the government that it's almost 6 months already. They've not done anything. I want us to fire on that cylinder again. You know what I go? Kai fire on it. Social media warriors. Kai fire more. You know, so that let me not take much of our time, because now time I gathering. I just want to say that I really appreciate this space now, and I don't think I'm gonna miss it again. Thank you, Mazi, for the time you have given to me. Next time, and with the most time, we can say more. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Mazi Omambala. May Elohim be your strength and give you more wisdom. May he give you health to be back here next week, Sunday, 7 p.m. Biafran time. Comrades, lovers of freedom from all over the world, I want to thank each and every one of you, because they say many are called, but few are choosing. We are a nation of more than 70 million people. We have more than 20 to 30 million of us in social media. We know that many people would love to be here today, but due to one reason or the other, we are not there. We're in a contraption called Zoo Nigeria, where you don't have steady light. How are they going to be able to charge their phone in a contraption called Zoo Nigeria, where there is no welfare for the citizens? How will they have money to be able to buy a large car to come online in the contraption called Zoo Nigeria, where you don't even have those that are sick that would like to join us today? How are they going to do it in a contraption called Zoo Nigeria, where there is no security? Those that would like to go to a friend and sit together and listen to this, join this space today, will be afraid to leave their house because they don't want to be kidnapped or something like that. In the contraption called Zoo Nigeria, where there is no employment, where we, the youth, have to be able to join the movement online. But one way or the other, we have to be other skipper. We have to be supportive of our brethren, our families, those that are back home. This message is what our leader gave us. For those of us that are in diasporas, remember the meaning of $1. Remember the value of €1. Remember the value of £1. It is your family, is not just those that your parents born both of you. Your family is your community. Your family is those friends, the schoolmates, those that you know that one way or the other, they have no means. So if you have any means to them, buy yourself a packet of cigarettes, think about them. Before you buy yourself a bottle of beer, think about them. Because only like this, together, we are strong. When each time we raise one person, we are getting stronger than we are. This is the message I want to give each and every one of us today. We won't stop by not sending special greeting to our supreme leader, Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that was totally kidnapped in Kenya and rendition to contraption called the help of MI6 and CIA, by the help of Catriona Lang, the British ambassador to Nigeria, by the help of Mary, the American ambassador to Nigeria. These people, they are all complicit to that action. Rendition of our leader is an international crime. It's a crime against humanity. That America is keeping silent. Joe Biden, that is sitting on the White House, keeping silent. Sunak, the Prime Minister of Britain, keeping silent, even though a citizen of Britain was brutally kidnapped in Kenya and rendition to Nigeria, freed by the able appeal court, and still the contraption called Fulani terrorist government is still holding him. And Britain still have embassy in that contraption called Zoo. It is a total shame. This is the last. It is a wake-up call for every person that is of Biafran origin to understand that these people does not like us. They don't want us to live. How many times will something happen to us before we learn? Because that our mind is already awakened from the message, from the gospel of our leader Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We know who our enemies are. And believe me, when Biafra is restored, we shall treat everybody according to how they treat us. And I want to remind these people, if you think we are waiting for you, doing a very big mistake. Because of our leader said it, the longer you hold Biafra down, the longer you fail to say it the way it is, the longer you fail to call out the zoo government for them to do a referendum for our people to decide if we want to remain in that contraption called zoo Nigeria or not. The longer you delay it, the more problem you're going to have in your countries. And that prophecy is happening today. Because Vladimir Putin, it's not by his will or power. As long as the power is meant to be, he is going to destroy all of you one by one until you do the right thing. And that is the fact. And for those that are doing the betting of these world powers in that contraption called, your time is up. We know what we are waiting for. And when it happened that day, Fulani have never won any war. We know what happened to them in Central Republic, in Central African Republic. The day the masses wake up for them, they are the ones, those that were chased out of there, were the ones that moved into Zambezi forest. They were the ones that entered Boronu. They were the ones, Erufai. And what do you call this animal that is doing vice president to this Steve Nubu? The man that is walking up and down with diaspora in his ass, pissing on his trouser every second. Shetima, what do you call him? These are the people that went and brought those people that were chased out of Central African Republic, and they are now in the contraption called Zoo, raining terrors with their brothers. When the day we will wake up for them, they will not have no place to hide, and they know it. It is not for joke that Babangida said during his time, if he's sleeping in Dondon Barrack, they tell him that Yoruba man is playing coup. He will even change gear while he's sleeping and start snoring. The only time he is when you tell him that a Biafran person is planning coup, an Igbo person, he will up and start screaming, my God, and start looking for help. So these people know who we are, but most of our people does not know who they are. That's why I will still ask you today to make sure you always go and listen to Radio Biafra so that you will know when the order to march is given. This is just the way it is. I want to thank you for giving us the opportunity to be able to host this program today. I say may Okike be his strength and bless him wherever he is. Our gallant men, the Eastern Security Network, those men that are sitting on the trench, even as we are talking, They are still sacrificing. As we are talking right now, just imagine these men are in the bush and we are all sitting in our convenient places. But these men are sitting in the bush. They cannot go back home to their family until Biafra land is restored. And they've taken an oath to protect our ancestral heritage, be it what it is, that we are not overrun by the Fulani Jawi terrorists. Most of them have lost their life. Some are still losing their life, but still they are not giving up. It is our collective duty to do all what we can to support them. Make sure that those men remain ever loyal to the core. The same greetings, thanks goes to the DOS. Somebody should tweet today, the DOS are wise. Because these men, upon whatever that have been thrown to them, as Kanunta was going with Agent Provocateur and Nyanya and all these people, attacking the structure, always going to our leader to give wrong messages, always passing through the back door to pass wrong message to our, trying to destroy the structure that have kept this Biafran nation alive. The structure that makes sure that everywhere, those of you that are not in diaspora, I'm here in Europe, every country now in this world know that there is a nation that is about to emerge called Biafra. Before our leader came, nobody knows it. Only those that here are happy. When you talk of Biafra, they only remember children with kwashiorkor, and those are the old people. But the young generation of Europeans have understood now that there is people that are called Biafran, the special breed, IPOB, those men that are formidable, the children of light. They are now understanding it. They know it. They've understood that you have black people with dignity, the best of our kind. May Okike be your strength, DOS. And the same greeting goes to Mazi, the DOS. A man filled with patience, just the same greetings to Mazi Tony Nzurumike and all principal officers serving these indigenous people of Biafra. Everybody that is contributing to make sure that Biafran flag is flying high. Those that always constantly fighting to make sure that wherever he is, that he have peace. All of you, I salute each and every one of you. And I say, may Okike protect you all and grant you peace, love, and happiness. I want to say, don't forget to join us next week, Sunday, 7 p.m. Biafran time. From me, from here, I remain your humble Mazi Chukwuemeka Anyoro Okafo. From me, from here is good evening. And may Okike be with you. Ise.
He said, thank you so much.
Thanks, Nwachineke. Good evening.